Athens controlled the seas, the money, and the trade. So why did they lose? In 431 BCE, the two greatest powers of ancient Greece, Athens and Sparta, went to war. Athens was rich, democratic, and dominated the seas. Sparta was disciplined, land-based, and relentless. For nearly 3 decades, these rivals tore the Greek world apart in a brutal conflict known as the Peloponnesian War. And here is the twist. Athens tried to Sparta into submission by cutting off trade and controlling the sea. But in the end, it was Athens that starved. At the start of the war, Athens seemed unstoppable. Its empire stretched across the Aegean, bound together by the Delian Liga network of tribute-paying allies. This wasn't just about soldiers. It was about money. Silver from the mines of Laurium, grain from the Black Sea, and tribute from the islands all fueled the Athenian economy. Athens was a maritime superpower, and its navy of over 300 triremes made the Aegean Sea an Athenian lake. With its powerful fleet, Athens imposed blockades and embargoes. Any city siding with Sparta risked losing access to the sea and to the grain ships that fed the Greek world. In theory, this should have crushed Sparta. The Spartans, after all, were landlocked and relied on allies for resources. But they had one advantage: patience and a willingness to burn everything to the ground. Sparta couldn't match Athens at sea, but it didn't have to. Every year, Spartan hoplites marched into Athenian territory, burning crops and forcing Athenians to retreat behind the city walls. Athens' walls stretched all the way to its port at Piraeus, creating a lifeline to the sea. The idea was simple. Even under siege, Athens could import everything it needed by ship. But there was one thing even Pericles, Athens' leader, didn't plan for: plague. With the population crammed inside the walls and ships constantly docking from across the empire, a deadly disease swept through the city. 1/3 of Athenians died, including Pericles himself. Athens still ruled the waves, but its people were dying in their beds. Even after the plague, Athens doubled down on its naval dominance. They imposed trade embargoes, cutting off neutral cities from dealing with Sparta. Their fleets raided the Peloponnese, destroyed ports, and intercepted grain ships. Meanwhile, Sparta turned to a surprising ally, Persia. Persian gold funded the creation of a Spartan fleet, something Athens had never expected. For the first time, the sea was contested. Naval battles raged off the coast of Asia Minor, and slowly Athens' financial reserves bled away. The empire that once starved others now struggled to feed itself. In 405 BCE, it all came to a head at Aegospotami. The Spartan admiral Lysander, funded by Persian gold, ambushed the Athenian fleet. Almost every Athenian ship was destroyed. With the sea loss, Athens' supply lines collapsed. No more grain, no more silver. The city starved the very fate it once tried to inflict on Sparta. In 404 BCE, Athens surrendered. The long walls were torn down, and the Athenian Empire, the empire of the sea, was gone. The Peloponnesian War wasn't just a clash of armies. It was a battle between two systems: land versus sea, oligarchy versus democracy, endurance versus ambition. Athens tried to win through control of trade, of grain, of the Aegean. But Sparta won through something far simpler: persistence. And in the end, it wasn't strength or wealth that decided the war, it was who could outlast the storm. Athens controlled the seas, the money, and the trade. So why did they lose? Because even empires built on water can sink.